How about Tavon from Salt Lake City? Okay, you got me here. If you had to predict an NBA champion right here, right now, which team are you riding with? What a weird year it has been. I'm trying to ride with, if not die with, my preseason pick, the Brooklyn Nets. I am hanging on for dear life because I don't think they have much life left. I thought Kevin Durant would return from his sprained knee right after the All-Star break. It is troubling he has not returned. I thought maybe Kyrie would have a chance of playing home games sooner than later, and I'm still not sure about that. In fact, I'm decreasingly sure about his ability to be allowed to play even in playoff home games. Not sure about that. Even if he is allowed to play, we're getting so late in the game that on continuity, on chemistry, on figuring each other back out, the clock is just about to run out on the Brooklyn Nets, which brings me to Ben Simmons. I'm a fan. I backed him. I've supported him. It is deeply troubling that he has not played at least 3 games coming out of the All-Star break. I don't get it. Now he has a back injury. I am skeptical. I am suspicious. Does he still have some psychological demons lurking? It's a bad sign. He needs to figure out KD, Kyrie, and the rest, Patty Mills. Will they get Joe Harris back? It's starting to look more and more doubtful. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me right now. So I look around and I say, I like but don't love Milwaukee and Miami and Chicago. Brings me to Philadelphia. I love Joel Embiid. I don't love Joel plus James Harden because on a trustability scale of 1 to 10 going into the playoffs, those two combined are about a 2 for me. Something will go wrong with one or the other. It will be an injury. It will be a disappearing act on James Harden's part. He cannot be trusted in big playoff games. You know it, and I know it. Joel can be, but can he overcome James' disappearing acts? I don't think so. In the West, I like but don't love Phoenix. Now they've lost Chris Paul. How will that affect them going into the playoffs? In Golden State, teetering, lost 6 of 8. I still like them. I'm still intrigued, but I don't love them. Which brings me to my right here, right now pick. If you force me, gun to head, I'm picking Memphis. I've loved them for 2 months. I've said it repeatedly on Undisputed. Obviously, Ja Morant has literally skyrocketed into superstardom. He has become a human highlight film a la Dominique back in the 80s on a nightly basis, jaw dropping. They're taking off. They're growing up right before your very eyes. They've won 8 of 10. They've almost caught Golden State. They're going to pass Golden State. I love the toughness and presence Steven Adams has brought them. And they're about to get Dylan Brooks back. As you know, he's a ferocious defender. He's a tough guy of the highest level. He will bring them even more competitiveness, even more fight, even more swagger. This team is legit. This team is coming for the rest of the NBA. And John knows what a big fan I am of his. I said I would take Zion slightly over Ja coming out just because Zion was so much bigger, so much stronger. And when Zion was right, was he ever right? But I'm not sure he's ever going to be right again. I'm not sure about his commitment to supreme excellence, to getting himself right, to cleaning up his diet. to getting himself healthy. I'm just not sure he loves basketball at the highest level, and that's all Ja does. He worked so hard in the offseason to improve his shooting, and he improved it. He can now launch their set shots, but he can launch those logo threes a la Steph and Dame, if necessary, to swing momentum. He's got guts. He's got courage. He's got attack mentality. He is afraid of nobody. This team is afraid of no other team. And if I had to pick it, and you could say it's the longest shot I could imagine, right now I just like, my eye test is telling me I like Memphis more than I like anybody else in what has turned into a fascinating National Basketball Association. I hope you enjoyed that video. You ready for more? Make sure you click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from the Skip Bayless Show. And don't forget to check out the full episode of the show wherever you get your podcasts by clicking the link in the description.